What's up everyone, it's Bones here. In today's video, I'm glad to bring another update to the Forbidden and Limited list that will be taking place on October 3rd. But before I begin, if you happen to enjoy content like this, clicking on those thumbs up and subscribe buttons would be greatly appreciated, as they go a long way in supporting the channel and show me that you like content like this. So to begin, you'll see that there's a little bit of a spoiler here with Fairy Tale Snow, and this is nothing surprising considering how easy it is to get this into the graveyard, especially with the tier stuff milling a whole bunch, going into Curious, if it has to send it rather than the EEV, and just stuff like Chaos Ruler also being able to mill it in different decks. Branded Fusion, Fairy Tale Snow is making its presence known, and a lot of people wanted it banned. On to the next part of the limited list, we'll see that we have Ronin Tone banned. Okay, so they're trying to kill the Toad stuff, which is going to turn Sprite more into how it was in the OCG after the Toad ban, where you'll probably just be making Masquerena and stuff like that. But at the same time, I think that this just makes it so that the tier dash Sprite decks take over in general, because without Toad, they become significantly weaker until the new Bisted stuff comes out, as the only saving grace I'm seeing from this right now is not having to deal with overwhelming Sprite boards, but it also means that the Darkwing Blast really will be bringing a change into the game. So the next card we have here is Hulk, and thank everything that this is banned. I've wanted Hulk banned for the longest. I know that this kills a lot of decks, but Sprite Elf and Sprind will make a lot of new decks too. We'll also be getting more cards as time goes on. Hulk of Fibrax was just way too busted. They hit too many cards around it. We'll see if they bring anything back. But regardless whether Hulk was seeing a lot of play or not a lot this format is besides the point. I think it just needed to go. Now we have Chaos Ruler, so Punk is dead. And I kind of get this from Konami's perspective. You see the Punk tier deck, Chaos Ruler milling 5, which is kind of funny in its own right when you have Kit Kalos, which also mills 5. Couple that with Merly, you're milling 8. So while I understand the hit because it's still an overpowered card, it's something that I'm surprised made it on here, just because Punk tier wasn't even its best variant. So I'm gonna keep scrolling, and we'll see Red Reboot is banned and there's no Called by the Grave. So Red Reboot actually gets hit before Called by, which, I mean, I sort of get, but at the same time we're in a tier 0 format sort of with combo, and trap decks aren't doing anything. The very last trap deck with Eldritch is falling off the face of the planet because of the power level of these two decks, and the Runic engine is just messing things up even harder, as basically any deck that wants it has a searchable destruction now. But it's just, this is also a weird hit because this is really one of the only counters to EEV. Eradicator combos are about to be really strong, as there was no Curious ban either. The only thing that we saw was Snow. So, oh man, I'm seeing this is rough, as we have no Mystic Mine here either. I don't know how this is just hitting me now, but I guess I'll just keep scrolling down. So that's going to be it for the bans. Wow, okay, so we'll go to the cards at 1 and Steam the Cloak and Cyberjar. Again, people were predicting Cyberjar. Some people didn't want it back because of what it does to game states. And Steam the Cloak with new Blackwing cards coming out, Hulk banned. Why not? So I'll keep scrolling. Then we have O-Lion, another Hulk unbanning, and Substitute is actually really, really crazy. I get that Ronin is banned, but what is this? I am going to be very interested to see if somebody is able to find out something with this. For those who don't know, I'm going to put a picture of Substitute on the screen, but this is an insanely busted card with unlimited special summoning potential. Though I guess with the Ronin ban, it does kind of hurt that unlimited potential. So I'm going to keep scrolling here, and We'll then see Spellbook of Judgment to 1 as the only limit. So there wasn't a instant fusion ban either. There is no E-Telly limit, which I guess with the Chaos Ruler being banned. This is just a really weird ban list. But we'll then see a pointer of the Red Lotus at 1, which, I mean, I guess, but Eradicator is a bigger problem right now. I'm not even seeing a pointer in that many side decks, even though I think it's a really good card. This is just a really questionable limit in my opinion. And for the card at 2, we'll see that Fusion Destiny came off the list, as well as Dynamite Fighter and Ben 10, as we see here, Shooting Riser, which had never had a reason to really be at 1 in the first place. We see Nadir Servant as well as Trickstar Light Stage, Wall of Revealing Light to wrap up the ban list. And on top of that, we didn't get a lot of touches to Floodgates. Shifter is still fully around. So is Super Poly, which I know some people wanted hit. But for my first takes on the ban list, I think that this is a really heavy tier sprite dictated list where you're kind of telling everything else to go off itself. I mean, I guess Drytron's got Ben 10 back to 3, but that just doesn't still keep up with tiers and stuff like that, even if it can be really degenerate. But yeah, let's see if I missed anything, because this is actually kind of crazy, but underwhelming at the same time. I mean, I guess it's cool to put Cyberjar in jank decks, but I don't know, guys, I'm not really feeling this ban list. How about you? Let me know your thoughts down below, and let me know if you enjoyed the video. Remember to leave a thumbs up and a click of the subscribe buttons if you'd like to see more, and any suggestions are greatly appreciated. It's Bones, signing out.